is something that a lot of guys don't have any control over. And it's understandable in a sense, but there is such a thing as decency or being subtle. Yes, we do need to have self control, but it's also something primal. I think you could pretty much know where I'm going with this. Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. I've been meaning to talk about this, and sort of, yeah. I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, and I just want to show an example from what you just saw. And the thing is, when when guys do that, and I know some people that actually have done that, and they always get busted because they make it way too obvious, and of course their wives or their girlfriends or whatever, they get upset, they get angry. I could name a fair amount of guys that I know of that ended up getting busted. Now, there's this one guy that I know shortly after high school where his girlfriend will get angry as hell whenever she sees him checking out another girl, even just for like 5 seconds. And she passes by and then she catches him. That's just how it is. Of course, he denies that he's checking her out, but she knows that he's full of shit. But then again, he's the type of guy that would actually cheat on his girlfriend anyways, which he did. And even when he got married to her, he still did the same thing. He was a womanizer. He did check out girls. He did flirt with other girls behind her back and stuff like that. I don't know if there's a connection between the two. I don't know if a loyal man would do that in front of his wife or his girlfriend. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But just to let you know, from what I understand in this kind of thing, when I would have group discussions about this kind of thing, and then one guy that I know that he's a constant player, and I'm pretty sure his girlfriend at the time, which later on became his wife, she pretty much knew what kind of guy he was to begin with. And I think that's pretty much the dead giveaway when guys like that get busted. When they're walking with their wife in a shopping mall or in the street or even at a festival. And one of those big, type of big giant festivals. And she's walking with them, and then a beautiful girl comes by, and he looks at her, and then he checks her out, and then he gets punched right in the arm. And he's like, "What?" And then, he gets busted right there. And the thing about it is, it happens a lot because women, they feel, of course it's disrespectful if you do that. Obviously it's disrespectful. And when men sees when they see that, they try to be as discreet as possible, but many of them fail at it. But it seems to me, especially when in this group discussion, and also from this one stand-up comedian, Sinbad, one time said the same thing, that that girl actually ends up seeing that beautiful girl right before he does, and in her mind, right in her mind, big time in her mind, she's saying, "I know he's gonna look at her," and she noticed her body type. She noticed her nice, figure, hourglass figure, and stuff like that, and let's say a big booty or whatever, like that kind of thing, and she knows what type of guy he is. She sees her about 4 seconds before he does, and then she just turns and looks at him, and right away, without fail, he looks at her, and he looks at her ass, stares at it for a good 2 or 3 seconds, and then he gets busted. And this one guy was saying, "Yeah, my wife caught me one time checking out another girl's ass. We were inside a store shopping for something, and this one girl just walked up to me, next to me, I mean, and she was looking at for some stuff to buy, and then she says, 'Oh my gosh, she had a beautiful ass.' She was like, 'Pow!' And I looked at her like that, and then I don't think my wife saw me, and then I turned around, and then she wasn't even looking in his direction. So right away, he just went back to pretending he was looking at the whatever stuff he was looking at, whether it was clothes or whatever. And he took another glance, checking her out. And they left the store, and when they got into the car, she told him, "That was disrespectful what you did. Don't ever do that shit again." "What are you talking about? I know you were checking out that girl's ass. Don't ever do that shit again." He was like this, driving, not saying a word, not arguing with her, because he knows he got busted, and he knows that he can't lie. And then he starts laughing about it like it was the most funniest thing in the world, and his friends are laughing, and I was laughing. And later on, he told us or later on, she told him, according to what he said, that she saw the girl right before he did, as she was coming up, and she knew that he was going to check her out. She knew, because of the type of guy that he is. Now, if it was a decent guy who has more respect for his spouse, he might look at her and maybe glance and check her out and stuff like that, but not in the same way, because he knows that he can't just necessarily just stare at her or check her out without her knowing that she's being looked at right next to his wife or girlfriend. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know, but that's like the kind of thing that I noticed. And these are the type of things that these guys actually admit to. And a lot of these conversations that they say that, yeah, I always get busted doing this and doing that. But it is a primal thing. It's not that he doesn't that he doesn't respect his wife, or he doesn't love his wife. It has nothing to do with that. It's just a primal thing. It's part of our primal nature to do that. Do we have control over that? Yeah, of course. It's possible. Yeah, of course. Is it easy to do? Fuck no. It's not easy to do. And the thing about it is, it's part of nature, human nature, especially for men. And of course, if women were to do that, which I'm pretty sure that does happen, and the thing about it is, let's just say the scenario was different. Let's just say this one guy comes walking up. He sees the husband, or the boyfriend sees him like 4 seconds before she does. And let's just say he was a little bit threatened by the way he looks. because he has that nice, let's say that type of body type that he knows that she will probably go for, or check out actually. And then without fail, he just discreetly looks and turns, and she actually sees him, and she checks him out. Now, women are actually guilty of this too. If she finds him irresistibly attractive, she is going to do the same thing. Now, does that mean that she's a bad person? No, of course not. Like I said before, it's part of our primal nature to do that. But, there's a lot of people who just take it way too far, and it gets out of control to the point that it starts with arguments and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what I have to say about that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.